Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Crowdsourced challenge. Now there was no wheel yesterday. I said I'd do it every 2 days. So that can mean only one thing. It's wheel time. So let's find out what new painful thing. Also, look at how many options are in the wheel now. This is from like 2 days of comments and I am worried about some of them. Let's see, a painful thing strikes me today. "40km/h speed limit everywhere." Also, yes, I use kilometers. Makes sense to me. Yeah, let's get into the episode. So yeah, fun times ahead. Also, if you're wondering why it's suddenly 8 AM in game and I finished the stream significantly earlier in game than that. Also why the John Deere's finished might be a hint. I accidentally left the game running in the background for, basically 3 hours. So that's fun. We are going to actually use the John Deere today, but not on the plough because no. I need to set cruise control up to 40. To suit the speed limit and also close the course course. The reason I'm using cruise control, by the way, to get the speed limit there is, yeah, I'm on the controller again, and I'm not particularly good at getting the controller to do specific speeds yet. I'm not kind of got to grips with the triggers on this just yet. He says cruising along at 20. So today we're going to do a bit of lime spreading in the hopes that the dirt color mod is going to do something, because we have field 15 to lime up today, and after that we do have some silage ready to be made and being made with fast track over on field 19. So 2 different jobs to do today, and only one of them involves grass, and that's kind of the backup job if this doesn't take as long as I think. But this should take a decent amount of time. I will pop the fast track onto the the plough. For field 15 we'll spam some work in the John Deere for a while, seeing as we did the exact opposite for field 18. I'm getting used to the field numbers. Deal with me bringing the map up every so often. And we'll kind of go from there. One thing that I don't know if I have is a weeder. This is something that may have been an oversight on my part. So let's get going with the lime, and hopefully the tires will do interesting things, namely turn white. That is my turning brown, but then again we are driving on dirt currently, so that kind of makes sense. Also, we're driving like 3 miles from the edge of the field. There we go. Just making sure that it's all limed up. I don't know, by the way, how to get the lime to work with the dirt mod. It just doesn't seem to want to. Maybe you gotta drive on it for like an hour at a time, but I don't know. But it doesn't seem to want to work, which kind of sucks, honestly. But if you weren't in the stream yesterday, you might not know that the no balloon, no balloon. You might not know that the dirt mod did have an update yesterday, and that update was to fix the potential for conflicts, specifically as was fixed with the big bags, more generally with pretty much anything that didn't use a base game vehicle type, which would have meant that problem would have just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So really glad that the mod author kind of nipped it in the bud fairly early. it was something that, for the good of the mod, needed to be done. Which I know sometimes people get annoyed by mod updates to fix like one issue or like 2 or 3 small issues, but sometimes they need to be done. Also, for those of you on PC, if you want to update your Marwell to version 1.1, there is a link on Oxygen's David's Facebook page, as well as instructions on how to do the update. It is a very small, I've had a look at it. I don't know if it's done yet, but I will do it immediately after recording this. It's not going to affect this video at all. It's basically the same map. Basically what the update is he's fixed a couple of cell points because he accidentally broke them. Or they just didn't work, and it was a complete accident on his part. Will not need a new save, and is planned as part of the bigger 1.1 update on console. For those of you guys on console, don't worry, there is going to be an update for you guys as well. He's just kind of holding off on that for a little while so that he can gather up as many problems as he can and kind of do a bulk fix for the Mod Hub version. And even the PC version, the 1.1 fix is kind of, it's intended to be a temporary thing before he gets the actual 1.1 out. So just be aware of that. What other updates do there need to be? Obviously the rules. Yesterday I said, in yesterday's video I said, oh, I'm going to go through all the comments straight after the video. I was too tired and just not in the mood, so I left it until, for me today, for you guys yesterday, and I spent the better part of an hour going through all the comments, replying to each and every one. I know there's a few that I've not replied to yet that were left after my commenting spree. But I do intend to reply to as many comments as I possibly can on these videos. I might not reply to all, but definitely the ones with rule suggestions I will be replying to let you guys know like what I've decided with your suggestion, because there have been a few suggestions that I've just had to not just say no to, because it was either like no using this specific baler or no using this specific kind of equipment like auto stackers. Stop with the no auto stackers rule. This map is going to have a lot of bales. Do you guys want videos where I'm just stacking bales for, you know, 3-4 videos in a row? Because that's what you get when you ban auto stackers. Do you want an entire stream where I'm stacking bales? Because that's what happens when you ban auto stackers. On a related note, I do plan on manually stacking the hay bales that I made in the stream yesterday. But more seriously, like, I'm not going to be accepting rules that just like ban a certain type of equipment, unless it's like no using Cheaty McGugan over there. Well, yeah, I wasn't planning on using Cheaty McGugan, but thanks for the free rule. Some of the rules, by the way, that have come in are just like things that I was going to do anyway, so they're going to be kind of free pass rules for me. Which, you know, I'm allowed to do that. My series, I can have free pass rules. Or rules of things that I was going to do regardless. There was another rule that I just straight up said no to. That wasn't immediately obvious why I would say no to. Oh, it was Tristan's, with organic only, which on the face of it sounds fine. It sounds like an interesting challenge. But then you look at the size of these fields and you realise, hang on a second, there are no amount of cows in the world that can actually provide enough slurry to do these fields in Farm Sim. I just never get these fields fully fertilised, which would result in me just hemorrhaging money and never wanting to expand the farm beyond, you know, the 3 fields that you start with. And I do want to expand to field, well, the fields along the road to the shop mainly, because I kind of feel bad driving through them. How much do they cost, out of curiosity? That was the wrong button. So I think the road, definitely, it goes up between 2 and 3. It goes along field 16, I want to say. 250,000. 113th. These fields are very expensive. Okay, I'm just not gonna... Let's not look at how much financial difficulty I'm in, having 7 grand, and fields costing as much as they do. Also, yes, I've got the 6-meter seeder again. My obligatory 6-meter seeder. I swear, whenever I go for a 6-meter seeder, it's that one and that one only. It was like that in 17. It's seemingly my just go-to starting seeder at this point. And I apologise for that, only insofar as there are no other good 6-meter seeders out there just yet. And I struggle to find one in 17. So hopefully somebody around the world will make a decent 6-meter seeder and put it up on the mod hub. Or FSUK, or somewhere like reasonable. I am looking into Modding Velt to see if I would count that as trustworthy, by the way. I have been assured that there are some guys on Modding Velt who do put up their original links on there, so I will be looking into that site. As well as Forbidden Mods. There is a Forbidden Mods mod team, and they use forbiddenmods.com, which I know certain areas of the site are questionable. I'm not going to say dodgy, but questionable. I will do some digging on them as well, because I don't want to just say, you know, if you're on PC, only use the mod hub, because PC has access to all of these all of these websites, and I want to find the sites that go the extra mile for modders, like FSUK does, or at least used to. I'm not entirely sure what the modder support is like on FSUK anymore, because I just don't check the forums as much as I used to, quite honestly. But I know in the past, FSUK was a place where, like, you put up a mod and you had the support topic, and if there was a bug with the mod, you could, you know, just say it in the support topic, and the modder would come back to you like 2 days later saying, "Oh, thanks, that wasn't found during testing. Well, I'll get that fixed." Or you could go to modders with suggestions or questions and stuff, and I'm kind of hoping that there are other sites like kind of like the glory days of FSUK, where just everybody was there. I'm hoping to find a site like that that I don't know about already, or don't go on regularly, because, like, there's too many sites out there that just don't care about modders or mods and just want, unfortunately, just want the money out of it, which is what all the and I'm going to lump them all together, all the Farming Simulator 19 mods dot whatever, or Farming Simulator mods dot whatever, or Farming, what was it, FS19 mods dot whatever, all those sites, they just care about the money. They don't care about the modders or the mods themselves. Or modhub.scum. Not the Giants mod hub, the other one. Yeah, they definitely don't care about modders. And they just keep falling into the same traps. It's stunning. In any case, I'm going to go away from the little rant about why I hate most mod sites at this point. Yeah, I want to look into a couple more that I think might be good, and just kind of do a bit of digging, whatever digging I can do, to see what's on them and see if any of my usual red flag mods appear. Definitely if, like, there's a modding team uploading to those sites, and it's the modding team's site, then I will download from that modding team 100%. Because like I've said, it's the same as the Facebook exception, really. If the original modder put it up on, you know, site XYZ, and there's some sort of proof that the original modder intended it to go up on site XYZ, with 1 or 2 exceptions, I will use that site to download that specific mod. But if there's no indication whatsoever, I'm just not going to use the site. It keeps me happy, and because I do want to kind of guide people, especially you guys. I know that I've got a reasonable amount of influence. I want to guide you guys to a place where you're not going to get malware, you're not going to have problems, and you're going to get good mods. I don't want to, you know, bring you guys over to, you know, farmsimvirusmods.net or something. I want to be able to say this is a good site and you guys can download mods from it to your heart's content. I wonder will the wheels turn white if I drive across the field here, because I need to refill this anyway, and I'm kind of curious. Because like we do have quite the distance to travel here, and in theory, I did see the pictures on the mod hub. The wheels did seem to turn white just because he was driving across the lime. So I'm gonna do a few loops around this pole here and see if anything changes. In theory, the wheels should start turning white. In practice, there doesn't seem to be any difference. Yeah, no, that's still extremely brown, isn't it? Whereas if I go on the grass with, let's say, these two wheels, or three wheels, it should turn green reasonably quickly. Well, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I should have given it a bit more time with the... No, because you can see the brown kind of going away. I have my suspicions as to whether this mod actually does work with lime, or if the modder was potentially pulling a bit of a fast one. Not saying any proof that it doesn't. I just question how long it takes for the bloomin' lime to get on the tires, because it seems like it maybe is a bit too long. Though I did see in the patch notes that it should be faster, so maybe if I just drive along in the grass here, I'm gonna do something kind of weird. I'm gonna drive in the grass to get the tires clean, and then drive straight through the lime here, and maybe we'll see something happen. Maybe not. Now, it was just a chance, so there is a chance that it is working as intended, and I'm just getting unlucky. The tires seem to be getting more brown, in fact. It seems like they're just picking up mud and no lime whatsoever. So, I have absolutely no idea how this mod works. So confused. I'm not going to say it doesn't work for lime, I'm going to say that I question if it does. Because it seems like I just end up with dirty tires by trying to get lime on them. Moving onwards. Yesterday we bought some cows, and they've not been fed yet at all. And it occurred to me that I kind of forgot to give them water as well, so I might do that at the end of this episode. Just because it's something to do, at the very least. In today's stream, by the way, we will most likely be continuing the silage work, and then probably getting started on cultivation, because that is going to be the next kind of major job, and that's going to be possibly / probably slow going, because we've only got I say only, we've got a 6 meter cultivator, but the fields are so blue and big that 6 meters seems quite small. What I will do, what I want to do before I cultivate actually is get some fertilizer down on the fields. So I will be in the stream, question mark, or do I want to do it now? Do it now. We're going to buy a bit of liquid fertilizer because I've only got a fertilizer. I could buy solid fertilizer, but I mean, I'm going to need this to be full of lime for the grass field. So we're going to buy I'm going to hold off because I've just realized I could empty this and just fill it with the lime pellets it creates. So I'm going to hold off, and I might use solid fertilizer. I'm gonna sleep on it and figure it out overnight before the stream. Because if you didn't notice, I'm recording after the stream again. And I do plan on trying to do that as much as I can. There might be some days where I record 2 episodes back to back. Because there's a wheel spin, and I kind of get a free episode to record after that. Which, by the way, is the reason that I do it. So that, like, I can record an episode with a wheel spin, and if I've got time, I can record the second episode afterwards to give myself a day off from recording. So that I don't necessarily have to record every day. But it's kind of fun getting back into the swing of things and, you know, recording and not having chat to sit back and then kind of like, chat, come up with something for me to talk about. Kind of nice to get back into the swing of just having to think for myself for once. Instead of you guys becoming the hive mind of coming up with things for Dave to say. By the way, welcome to another episode of Things What Dave Screwed Up in the previous episode of this series. And some of you wouldn't even have seen this. But things what I screwed up yesterday. In yesterday's episode. And I guess this is going to be a bit of an insight into how I get the titles and stuff. Yesterday's episode was episode 1, number 2. It was marked down as number 1 again, because I just was lazy when I was uploading the video. And copied the episode 1 title. I just changed the title. I forgot to change the episode number. Which if you're in the stream today, at the very, very end, that's why Oxygen David said, "Don't you mean episode 1? He clearly spotted me making the derp. Yeah. Thanks to Massey for pointing that bit of idiocy out, by the way, because it would still be number 1. Again, now, if he didn't point that out to me, because I genuinely didn't notice. And before I do the same today, and this is number 2 again. I'm not gonna rule that out, because I know that I'm an idiot and get lazy when I'm uploading. Especially when I'm doing titles. Because, like, there's already one on the previous episode. Why do I need to type it all out again? It's easier to copy and paste. What's really interesting, by the way, in the minimap, I'm just going to bring this up full screen to kind of have a better look, is it looks like... Can you, like, not? It looks like field 15 here is 3 different fields. You've got this area here, which seems like it's been done for silage or something. It looks to me at least, to be grass. You've got this area here, which is a slightly lighter colour and more grey, which kind of hints at cows having been in there at some point. And then you've got this very light green colour here, which hints at cows having been in there previously, and the manure in the field having taken effect. The darker splotches kind of helped to hint at that. Same here in field 16, you can see a very clear delineation, and you can actually see the field 2 is made up of 4 fields. Field 3 is also made up of 4 fields. Field 4 is 2 fields. Field 12 is another 4 fields. Field 10 is 3 fields. And field 9 might be 2 fields. Field 5, here's 4 fields. Field 6 is another 2. Field 7 is, depending on where the boundary is, either 3 or 4. It's interesting to look at these and just kind of see where in real life there are different fields. Like Field 1 is an actual field, Field 19 is an actual field, as is Field 18. But then you get to Field 15, Field 16, and definitely 2, 3, 4, 12, 11, and 10 and 9. And you can see where in real life there's kind of fence lines, which is probably where the farmer just delineates it for the cattle. And there's a decision Oxy made, which I agree with, because those fields are a bit small for farm sim. It's an interesting thing where it's not realistic, sure, but at the same time it's probably, it fits the game better that it's not realistic. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to zip over to the fast track. Am I going to do this? Really? You've got 5 minutes left, Dave. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to call it an episode here. Also, look at the lovely... This makes perfect sense, by the way. To me, at least. Especially with the wear at the front. I didn't notice this before. The wear at the front here, on the front wheel rotary thing. And is it the same on the other side? It is. That makes perfect sense to me for the wear to be where it is on this. And even the dirt, and for it to be green because, I mean, it's for grass. Shush, I will feed you eventually. I know you're hungry. But that is going to do it for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed. As always, leave rule suggestions down below. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button. If you really enjoyed, you want to see more from me, hit subscribe as well. I'll leave you by saying I've been RainbowDave. You've been watching Farming Simulator 19 on Marwell Manor Farm, the Crowdsourced challenge. I need to come up with a way to say that properly in an outro. Until next time, stay safe and goodbye.